Fielder Bales, followed by Ours and Stormy Joe as last of all. Pick a Day, number 16. Ridden by Scott Seamer as the winner. 16, Pick a Day. 5 second, Dursey M. Third is number 10, and that is Forever Amen. And we'll wait for the fourth number to be Semaphore. Pick a Day. Scott Seamer had a lovely run. He drew a good gate. He sat about 6th on the inside. He snuck up inside them down the straight. He got through on the inside of Forever Amen. Dursey M walked out of the gates. The fourth number, by the way, is number 2, Consular. So the numbers are 16, 5, 10 and 2. He walked out of the gates, Dursey M. Then he got to midfield. And just when he was about to sweep down the outside, Seamer, I was going to say, just having a look at a head on the run he got, that you could have driven 8 horses through where he came, Pick a Day. And he's been able to grab the lead. Dursey M just couldn't quite get to him, and Pick a Day's gone home to win. Number 16, Pick a Day, $5.10 and $2.30. 5 Dursey M pays $2.40. 10 Forever Amen. Didn't he run a race? $8.70. The Quinella paid $21. The Trifecta's paid $1,364.80. The first 4 on the numbers 16, 5, 10 and 2 has paid $8,025.40. The Daily Double on 2 and 16 paid $15.20. The treble today on 2, 2, 16 has paid $154.70. And Pick a Day is by Piccolo out of Our Today. He's the winner of the TJ Smith as a 2-year-old at the Carnival. He's trained by Bruce McLaughlin, and Scott Seamer gave him a marvellous ride.
Thanks very much, Alan. And gee, what a performance by Scott Seamer. He's picked up frequent flyer points after winning the first at Flemington today. Jumped on a plane. He won on the General at Flemington and went to Doomben and has taken out the Doomben Stakes on Pick a Day. So that is a superb performance. Scott Seamer. Not sure whether that's been done too many times in the past. I know jockeys will ride at country meetings and dash to the city or vice versa in the same state, but goodness me. All right, Randwick Race 8, Spin Jester from Architrave and Charlie Bubb. The Trifecta 253. Correct weight is there. Weight is there on the Listeer at Belmont, 2-3-14. Trifecta 365. I guess we should have just taken the lead, because if Scott was keen to get to Doomben to ride Pick a Day and the big one there, he must have thought it had an undeniable chance of winning, and it's gone home. Wonderful performance. Righto, they're on their way to the barrier at Flemington. Demerger is tightening up at $4.40. Deborah's Joy $4.90 and Living Spirit at $8.60. And over the page, number 12 should be in the market, Country Lodge at $4 and Trattoria at $9.70. Looks a tough race, the last, Mark, over the...
Set for the last. And they're off and racing in the last go. Ruby Go a little bit slow into stride, and Gulf Mistress bounce quickly. Taken on by Trattoria further out from Let's Fly Away and Deborah's Joy. When they settle into stride and further back, then Country Lodge just drifting back a little. When they come off the back and Deepa's whipping around the outside, it's Trattoria from Let's Fly Away. Deepa's gone up third, Gulf Mistress fourth, a length then to Deborah's Joy fifth. 2 further back, Living Spirit, Country Lodge and Miller. Then came Flying Camplin to merger back third last from Go Ruby Go and Sandy Point at the rear. Coming along the side now at the 950 metre mark, Trattoria and Let's Fly Away outside it, a length then to Deeper. Further back then fourth is Deborah's Joy the centre, Gulf Mistress back on the inside. Then came the Living Spirit, followed by our Miller out deep. From Country Lodge to merger with 3 behind it, Flying Camplin, Go Ruby Go and Sandy Point. Coming around the home turn in the last here, and Deeper goes up out 3 deep with Let's Fly Away and Trattoria. They leave the rail. Gulf Mistress back on the fence. Deborah's Joy now getting into the clear from our Miller. Demerger will come down the centre, and Country Lodge is held up behind them. Sandy Point the widest runner. They're inside the 400. Trattoria led from Deborah's Joy. Deeper and Let's Fly Away's there, and Country Lodge switching back to the inside. Living Spirit and Demerger, the widest runner right down the extreme outside. Deborah's Joy and Country Lodge from Let's Fly Away and Demerger coming at them, but Country Lodge got the kick on the inside. Demerger after it, but Country Lodge in front. Country Lodge wins the last 3/4. Demerger second, 2 lengths away third, Let's Fly Away. They're followed further back in the race by Deborah's Joy from Living Spirit, then Go Ruby Go, followed by our Miller, Gulf Mistress, Sandy Point, Flying Camplin, Trattoria, and Deeper back at the tail. Country Lodge, number 12. Number 12, Country Lodge. Kieran McAvoy again. He's won the last 3. In sparkling form today, and he's won the last on number 12, Country Lodge, a maiden into the race. And it's beaten Demerger, number 4. And Let's Fly Away will be third, number 11. So numbers are up, 12 for 11, 12 for 11 in the last, 12 for 11. 3 for McAvoy, 3 for McAvoy.
Yeah, great effort by Kieran McAvoy to ride the last 3 winners. He won on Monaghan Tweed in race 6, took out race 7 on Red Jack, and has taken out the last on Country Lodge. So Country Lodge improving on its 2 runs back from the break, where it ran second on both occasions. Last start prior to today, she was beaten by Go Ruby Go, trained by Matthew Ellerton by Grand Lodge, and getting home in the last and proving just a shade too strong. The last 12 for 11, trifecta paying 422 and right to pay. We're about to bring you the first weight was the favourite.
They stand well this time, away and racing. Shane's Boy, along also with Kim Storm, and jumping very well from the outside is Aussie Strike, who's going to burn to the lead. In behind them came Old Nick from Jaunty Lad, then Claire Noble and Secret Link. Track Jester back second last, and over on the outside Jugatrice is last at the 1300. Aussie Strike threw out the anchor, slowed them right down, and Jaunty Lad quickly moved up to his girth and joined him. Just behind them, Shane's Boy had to check off their heels, and he started to pull. The saddle might have gone forward on Shane's Boy as a result of that, then a half length off behind those to Kim Storm. Secret Link was forced to go early. He's off around them at the 1,000, 3 deep from Claire Noble. On the rails behind those, Old Nick, then Track Jester, and Jugatrice, the old fellow, back last on the far bend at the 900. Working out to the side of the course, and Aussie Strike has them bunched up behind him, and Miller's got the break still on Aussie Strike. He's got the neck arched. He's doing it very comfortably from Jaunty Lad, the maiden. Secret Link goes up running third, 3 deep, but there's no speed on. On the fence, Shane's Boy still travelling full of running inside Kim Storm. Claire Noble is often going, tracking Secret Link, and then 2 lengths away behind those, Track Jester from Old Nick and Jugatrice are clear last. On the corner, 400 metres out, Jaunty Lad quickly puts it to Aussie Strike when they swing the turn. A length and a half to Secret Link, called upon, 2 to Shane's Boy, Kim Storm, Claire Noble and Track Jester standing them a head start at the 200. Secret Link's gone to the front from Jaunty Lad. He's accelerated away from them, and Secret Link opens up now, burst 2.5 in front of Jaunty Lad, Aussie Strike, and this favourite's going to win easily. Secret Link 2.5 lengths to Jaunty Lad and Aussie Strike third. Shane's Boy fourth, followed then by Old Nick. Next home Kim Storm. Track Jester didn't fire a shot, and they were followed by Claire Noble, and last is Jugatrice.
Yeah, too good for them. Secret Link 290, 140. Jaunty Lad second, Aussie Strike running third. The trifecta for 9, 7 and 5 paying 491 there at Belmont after race number 2, the open 1600 metre race. The third event was one of the feature races, the Lestier Classic for the 3-year-olds, and Changing Lanes. Barrier for the Starstruck at Belmont, and the favourite Lady Go Bello at 360. Tribal Secret 470 and Carrie Carley 720. Avenida Madeiro next best at $10. As we join Darren McCauley for his call of the 5th at Belmont.
Halo ready. Now in goes Avenida Madeiro, so they're filling the gates fairly rapidly for the running of the Starstruck. Lady Go Bello in the gold and black Maltese cross. Beautifully drawn. She's in there. Kim Lisa comes up. Now there's Carrie Carley drawn over near the outside, walking forward with a Bonnie drop. Just a few to move in. Mystic Glow, Royal Sonata, and Island Temptress with the barrier blanket. Still 4 of them out of the stalls now as a Bonnie drop goes in. She was placed in the Jungle Dawn Classic a fortnight back. Royal Sonata coming along. Now in goes Mystic Glow. So Royal Sonata moving forward, only Island Temptress required to complete the line. Starter Todd Plain goes down to the ladder, and the mares are almost set for the running of the listed Starstruck Classic. There's been some great mares racing here in the last 6 weeks. Again, this is no exception. Starting signal given. Lady Go Bello will run favourite. Now he has the button and the gates go back. They're away and racing. And Lady Go Bello and Island Temptress were the first to hit the ground over Latte. Startigo coming over. Kentiara out a little deep, but now starting to settle up from Dedicated Miss, Little Rosary, and behind them Tribal Secret. They're followed by Try Magic going through along the fence. Avenida Madeira making up ground. Try Magic copped a bit of a check there, and Royal Sonata copped the backwash of it. Carrie Carley shot around them now to be midfield. Mystic Glow got back along the fence. Amber's Halo 3 deep. Third last outside of Kim Lisa, and a Bonnie drop over on the fence is last at the 1,000. They're about to go down the back and leave it aside, going to the 950, and it's Island Temptress in control by a length. Dedicated Miss, a half to Lady Go Bello, which is 3 deep running third. She's inclined to pull. On the fence, Little Rosary inside of the South Aussie mare Latte. Startigo follows Lady Go Bello. 1.5 Avenida Madeira, followed by Tribal Secret. Caught off the track, Carrie Carley, and then 1.5 to Mystic Glow, followed by Try Magic. Kentiara bustled along. They're followed by Amber's Halo, Royal Sonata. Then came a Bonnie drop, and back near last is Kim Lisa. On the corner at the 450, and Lady Go Bello and Dedicated Miss headed off Island Temptress. They turn the corner, and Lady Go Bello races to the front now. 2 lengths to Dedicated Miss under the whip. They're about 2 in front of Latte, followed further back by Startigo, but this mare's given them the slip. He gives her a dig. Lady Go Bello at the 200. She's 3 in front from Latte, Avenida Madeira, followed further back then by Tribal Secret, but this has turned into a one-act affair. Lady Go Bello's racing away, and she scores a brilliant win in the Starstruck. Lady Go Bello too good for Tribal Secret getting second. Latte might be third from on the rail. Avenida Madeira and Kentiara. Then Dedicated Miss. Kim Lisa ran on from Startigo. Carrie Carley and a Bonnie drop. Royal Sonata was next home, followed by Mystic Glow. Amber's Halo, well back Little Rosary, Try Magic, and pulling up, finishing last, is Island Temptress.
Lady Go Bello the winner, giving Darren Stake a winning double there. 15-second Tribal Secret, and we're standing by for the official third. First at Newcastle is only 5 minutes away. Willie Morris, 7.15 and 4. Quinella paid $8. Exacta 19.50, and the trifecta 241. And we're standing by for behind True Steel and stepping up to 2,400 today. She really does look well suited. Keltis and Free at Last are the only other 2 under double figures here for the Group 2 Cox Stakes.
It goes to the top of the stand. They're all in. Red light blinking away. There they go, racing now in the Cox Stakes. Superior Star jumped quickly off the inside. Free at Last left well, and so did Keltis. Villanova's going to settle behind them, and Alibi Bay, and here comes Indigo King. He's starting to sweep over from the outside as they come onto the course proper. Right behind those, settling down, Conspirator, followed further back then by Bold Mirage. Villanova dropped to the rail. They're being followed by Desert Dreamer, pulling his way forward from Shoeless. King Canute a little wide. Back behind those, Mercedario, Glitzy Show, and over on the inside, Personal Drum. Space Age is last. Coming down to the judge, 1,800 metres to go. Conspirator left in front. Leads a half length, Indigo King. Over on the inside, Keltis third, but in a bit of a pocket there, just tending to overreach and over-race. He wants to throw the head around. Alibi Bay's gone up to sit at his girth, fourth, then Superior Star, fifth the fence. Higgins Gold is sixth, one off, and then Millanova back on the inside, seventh, followed by Free at Last, who's off the rail, and the speed dropped. Then King Canute stranded 3 deep going into the back. Bold Mirage on the inside from Desert Dreamer. A length and a half to Mercedario. Camped out 3 deep from Shoeless and Personal Drum hugging the fence. And 2 lengths to Space Age and Glitzy Show last at the 1,300. Entering the back, and Conspirator leads the way. Keltis got off the fence, and Nucky's allowed him to roll at the 1,200. And shortly afterwards, Keltis took over. He raced a length and a half over the stablemate Conspirator. Indigo King's ahead away. 1.5 Superior Star back on the fence, fourth being shaded by Alibi Bay. And then 1.5 to Higgins Gold, followed back on the fence by the South Australian mare Millanova. A length to Free at Last being called upon. Turner starting to move on her from Bold Mirage. Then came Desert Dreamer. King Canute's had no luck going to the 800. Mercedario Dario. Shoeless is under the stick behind those. 1.5 to Personal Drum. Space Age, and last is Glitzy Show at the 650 in the Cox Stakes. And it's Kelders who'll bring them around the turn. 1.5 Indigo King Conspirator. Around the outside, Higgins Gold is starting to run on. Right behind them, Superior Star, followed further back then by Alibi Bay. Free at Last is making ground as they turn. And then 2.5 lengths, King Canute, Millanova into the open. Followed further back behind them by Shoeless, Desert Dreamer, Mercedario. It's Kelders at the 200, a length and a half over Higgins Gold, and Free at Last. She's starting to rally, but Kelders is digging deep at the 100. It's Kelders a length on Higgins Gold, Free at Last. Kelders is responding well. It's Kelders holding Higgins Gold, Free at Last, and Kelders will firm into favouritism for the Cup, beat Higgins Gold and Free at Last. In behind them, Superior Star ran forth from Bold Mirage, Desert Dreamer, Mercedario, Conspirator, then Millanova and Alibi Bay. King Canute covered plenty of ground. Then Shoeless, Indigo King, Space Age and Glitzy Show, and last home, Personal Drum. Real star, staying fine, this fellow Kelders. A winning hat-trick, 4 out of his last 5. He's now won 7 of 14. And he has handled the weight for age assignment this afternoon magnificently.
Yeah, he's raced his way through the grades, and he's made it two big race wins in succession now, Kelders, and it'll be pretty hard to beat in the Perth Cup. And we'll get in with the lightweight too. Blue Laser.